99% of people fail at recognizing the narcissist's gaslighting tactics because they ignore this one thing: how subtle and sneaky those tactics can be. Gaslighting doesn't always come with shouting or obvious lies. It often shows up in calm voices, fake concern, or little jabs that slowly make you question your own mind. If you've ever felt like something's off but couldn't quite explain it, this is the clarity you've been looking for. Today, we're diving into the 10 ways narcissists gaslight their abused victims. Are you ready for number 1? Denying past events. One of the sneakiest ways narcissists gaslight you is by denying past events, stuff they definitely said or did. When they say, "I never said that," you must be imagining things. They're not just lying, they're trying to rewrite your reality. Over time, this can make you doubt your own memory, judgment, and even sanity. According to clinical psychologist Dr. Ramani Durvasula, gaslighting is about eroding someone's reality so the abuser can replace it with their own. You might start second-guessing yourself, replaying conversations in your head, wondering if you're just being too sensitive, but you're not. This tactic is meant to keep you confused and dependent on their version of events. You are not crazy. Your instincts are trying to protect you, and it's okay to trust them. Let's talk about number 2, twisting facts. Narcissists are masters at flipping the script. They'll take something that clearly happened one way and retell it, so they come out looking like the hero or the poor, misunderstood victim. You might hear them say, "You're the one who's always overreacting. I was just trying to help." According to certified trauma therapist Shannon Thomas, author of Healing from Hidden Abuse, this kind of manipulation is designed to confuse, disorient, and destabilize you. It makes you question your emotions and doubt what you saw or felt. The goal is to control the narrative and keep you from trusting your own voice. But you have a right to your truth, even if someone else is desperate to rewrite it. Let's move on to number 3, minimizing feelings. Has someone ever said this line to you? "Why do you always make everything so dramatic?" When a narcissist minimizes your feelings, they're not just being rude, they're chipping away at your self-worth. You might hear them say, "You're too sensitive," or "You're making a big deal out of nothing." And over time, you start to believe it. But here's the truth. Your emotions are valid. Dr. Tama Bryant, a psychologist and author of Homecoming, says, minimizing someone's feelings is a form of emotional abuse that teaches people to ignore their inner voice. The narcissist wants you to feel like you're overreacting so they can avoid accountability and stay in control. It's not that your feelings are too much. Narcissists just don't want to deal with the impact of their actions. You're allowed to feel hurt. You're allowed to speak up. And no one gets to decide what matters to you but you. Now, let's continue to number 4, using confusing language. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling more confused than when you started? If so, you've likely experienced a narcissist using confusing language as a form of gaslighting. They'll say phrases like, "I said I didn't want you to do that, but I never said you couldn't. Can't you hear what I'm saying?" Leaving you second-guessing yourself and mentally spinning in circles. This tactic works because it scrambles your ability to trust your own understanding. As licensed therapist, Dr. Margaret Rutherford explains in her book, Perfectly Hidden Depression, confusion can be a powerful weapon of control when used consistently. It disrupts clarity and silences self-trust. The narcissist's goal is to keep you mentally off balance, so you'll rely on them to interpret things for you. But you're not crazy. You're being deliberately disoriented, and it's okay to step back and give yourself permission to believe your gut. You shouldn't miss number 5, feigning ignorance or forgetfulness. Narcissists use this tactic to dodge responsibility and make you question your own reality. You might hear them say, "I don't remember that ever happening." Are you sure? And just like that, you're left wondering if you've blown things out of proportion. According to clinical social worker and author Beverly Engel in her book, The Emotionally Abusive Relationship, this kind of denial is meant to invalidate your reality so completely that you begin to doubt your own memory, thoughts, and even sanity. It's not forgetfulness, but manipulation dressed up as innocence. You're not being too emotional or misremembering. You're being gaslighted. And you deserve to trust what you know and feel, even when someone else pretends it never happened. Are you still up for number 6? Projecting their behavior. Projection is when the narcissist flips the script and accuses you of the exact behavior they're guilty of. Perhaps they might say, "You're the one who's lying, not me," when they're the ones being dishonest. This tactic is meant to confuse you and put you on the defensive, so you're too busy proving your innocence to see what's really going on. As Dr. George Simon, author of In Sheep's Clothing, puts it, aggressive personalities often project their own traits onto others to shift blame and avoid accountability. It's a smokescreen, one that makes you feel guilty, ashamed, and unsure of yourself. But here's the truth. Just because someone says something about you doesn't make it true. You don't have to carry the weight of their lies. You know who you are. Let's keep it moving to number 7, changing the subject or deflecting. When you try to confront a narcissist about something hurtful or dishonest, they'll often dodge the conversation with lines like, "Why are you bringing that up now? Let's talk about something else." It's not just them being avoidant. It's a calculated move to avoid responsibility and keep control. As psychotherapist Eleanor Payson, author of The Wizard of Oz and Other Narcissists, explains, narcissists use distraction as a shield, turning attention away from their behavior so they never have to face the discomfort of truth. You might end up feeling unheard, dismissed, or even guilty for trying to speak up. But your concerns matter. You're not being difficult or overly dramatic. You're trying to be seen, and that's something no one has the right to take from you. Here comes number 8, sabotaging your confidence. Since when did support sound like doubt? When a narcissist sabotages your confidence, it often comes wrapped in fake concern or backhanded compliments. They'll say phrases like, "Are you sure you can handle that? You tend to mess things up." And suddenly, you're second-guessing something you were confident about just moments before. This isn't constructive feedback. It's emotional manipulation, designed to make you feel small and dependent on their approval. As Dr. Carol McBride, author of Will I Ever Be Free of You, explains, narcissists chip away at your self-esteem to keep you under their control. The more you question yourself, the more power they have. But here's the truth. Their words are not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their need to keep you insecure. You are capable. You are enough. And you don't need their permission to believe in yourself. Moving on to number 9, using others against you. Have you ever felt like everyone's suddenly turning against you? When a narcissist uses others against you, it's not just hurtful, but isolating. They'll twist the story and say, "Even your friends agree you're overreacting," or "Everyone thinks you're the difficult one." This tactic, known as triangulation, is meant to make you feel alone, ganged up on, and unsure of your own perspective. According to psychologist Dr. Christine Hammond, author of The Exhausted Woman's Handbook, narcissists use triangulation to control the narrative and manipulate how others view you. It's not about truth. It's about turning people into pawns to protect their image and keep you in a place of self-doubt. But remember this, just because they say others agree doesn't make it real. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. The truth doesn't need a crowd to stand. It only needs your voice. Finally, we're down to number 10, mocking or imitating you. When a narcissist mocks or imitates you, it's not just teasing. It's a targeted attack meant to shame and silence you. Maybe they mimic your voice when you're upset, or exaggerate your emotions with cruel sarcasm, saying, "Oh, I'm so hurt. Poor me." It's meant to make you feel irrational, dramatic, or childish for expressing genuine feelings. According to psychoanalyst Robin Stern, author of The Gaslight Effect, this kind of mockery is a form of emotional manipulation that turns your pain into a performance for their amusement or control. It leaves you feeling humiliated, small, and afraid to show emotion again. But your feelings are not a joke. You have every right to be heard and respected, not ridiculed. Their laughter doesn't make your emotions invalid. It just shows their lack of empathy. You're not crazy, and you're not too sensitive. What you've been feeling is real. Gaslighting is meant to make you doubt yourself, but the fact that you're noticing it now means you're already breaking free from its grip. You deserve to trust your own voice again. And step by step, you will.